Throughout the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there has always been an established meta. And that meta goes on to influence what people typically play at the larger events. But what if you took a list of every deck from the September 2011 meta, randomized them, and put them into their own single elimination bracket tournament, allowing for exactly one of every different type of deck to be represented? In this series, Joe and I will be playing out a full single elimination bracket tournament. Each week, Joe and I will be playing a different deck, and whatever deck wins will move on, and whatever deck loses will be eliminated. The goal of this series is to see if the traditional meta will reign supreme, or if a new champion will be crowned. Be prepared for jank winning, meta losing, and for the format as we know it to be turned upside down. Welcome to the Tournament of Tournaments.
All right, today I'm going to be playing a Jurrac deck. So typically the Jurrac that everybody knows is Jurrac Gwaiba, the card that's very similar to Hydrogeddon. There are some other Jurracs though, some interesting ones. Velo, when it's destroyed by battle while in attack mode, you can tutor another Jurrac from your deck, even itself, which is kind of cool. You can do sort of this almost Tengu-like effect, though it's only by battle. There's Jurrac Dino, which during the end phase, if it destroys something by battle, you can tribute any Jurrac to draw 2 cards. Primarily, it's level 3 tuner, though, basically letting Gwaiba turn into a Gwaiba plus a level 3 tuner to threaten Black Rose. There's Jurrac Aolo, which is a pretty interesting one. You can tribute it to special summon a Jurrac level 4 or lower from your graveyard. It's also a level 1 tuner. It also happens to have 200 defense, which means it synergizes with Rekindling. Unfortunately, Rekindling does not synergize with any other Jurrac in the deck. However, with Aolo in the grave, you can basically Rekindling out as many copies as possible and then special summon from that point any Jurrac you need from the graveyard, because they can just be tributed, not once per turn, to summon a Jurrac from the grave, allowing you to manipulate any level that you need. I've only played with this deck once, and it's this actual match. And I learned pretty quickly that using Gwaiba to tutor out Aolo is really important so that you can get those into the graveyard as fast as possible. And that as the game progresses, if there is a dinosaur in your deck that you want, when you play Fossil Dig, if that guy is just already in your graveyard, you should just search the level 1 so that you can tribute it off and then summon the guy from the graveyard. That way you're just incrementally adding 1, 2, and hopefully even 3 Aolos to the grave. Because even though it's the only Rekindling target, it is by far the most powerful card that you can imagine getting off Rekindling in a deck like this, because it's basically anything that you need. Deck also has a Fire Dog in it. Fire Dog can technically special summon Aolo. Gwaiba can as well, so you technically have 4 copies of that like effect. From there, it's a deck that has cards like Shrink, Forbidden Lance, and then eventually Royal Decrees to combine with that. Sort of, I want to attack your monsters and damage step Shrink or Lance you. I also want to make sure I do that protected from cards like Deep Prison. But it's an interesting deck, cool deck, not a deck I ever played. Love Gwaiba, really excited to play a deck with Gwaiba. We'll see how it goes.
All right, guys, we are back with another episode of Tournament of Tournaments. And this time we're, starting off the second half of the bracket with a little jankier deck. We're running the Volcanics. I gotta be honest, I do think if you want to try to make the Volcanic engine work, you're better off just playing the hero version that I have on my site. That being said, I do think this deck kind of can function. Its main weakness is it has a lot of destruction in the deck, but destruction is slightly less good in a format where there's things like TGs and Tengus and stuff like that. So it just feels like, it maybe sometimes can run into situations where it can't really keep up. And you do kind of need to see the right cards at the right times. Like, for example, you don't want to see Royal Firestorm guards early. You want to see it later so you can shuffle and draw cards. And then you really need to see your Volcanic Rockets early to get the Blaze Accelerator. And yeah, you just got to see the right combination of cards. We do have 3 Duality to help us do that, but for the most part, this deck is a little tough to pull off. My only hope is that I can resolve Royal Firestorm guards, because I've honestly always just been a fan of this deck. This deck is a very beautiful deck. The archetype itself is just so cool to me. I'm a huge fan, but, admittedly, this one's a little jankier, so we'll see what we can do. Right. Tournament of Tournaments, episode 17. Today we get to settle the score between the dinosaurs and the meteor that knocked them out, Figure out who would really win. Between the two archetypes, we're going back to the past. Joe, you have the buff because you're the history teacher, right? So that's nice for you. And you get to go first, so...
Yep, I'm going to go... Well, I guess you can tell me what you do, and I'll do the opposite.
All right, I am rock.
So I got to go paper. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I just read what Jurracs do, so... I knew, of course, what Guaiba did. He was the reason I decided to pick this deck between the two. Any deck with Guaiba is okay with me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's actually the baby one, the Alo, that you play around in this deck. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the tuners were. There's a couple of them. It's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to figure out why the deck had Rekindling in it, too, but I figured that out.
Yeah, because it reborns anything. Ooh, okay, we got the Tengu. Speaking of reborn.
You're playing Volcanics. One sec. I just want to pull up the deck. Alright. Yep, this is fine. I will pass.
Alright, I will draw for turn. We'll go standby, main phase. I am going to normal summon Volcanic Rocket. Activate effect.
That resolves.
There we go. And I'm gonna activate Pot of Duality.
It's good.
Ooh. Big fan of the Wildfire.
Is it weird that I saw that Volcanic Slicer and all I thought to myself is someday that'll probably be playable in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you'll be able to tutor it from your deck somehow during time.
That is true.
Anything that burns, you just need to have a major list of them. Someday it'll be playable.
Yeah, I put it in here because it was the only Pyro that was ulti.
Nice.
If I'm being honest, that was pretty much the only reason. I'm gonna swing in. Alright. Get yourself another Tengu.
So you got Wildfire and Blaze Accelerator. Nice combo.
True. And then I will go main phase 2. I'll activate the Blaze Accelerator for no reason. And I'll set 2 cards. Pass.
No reason at all. I guess I do this end phase.
Yeah.
In case you have Solemn or Dark Bribe. We don't want that to happen. I suppose we'll dig for fossils.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, I tutor any monster in my deck. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. Also, we got to give a shout out because I don't know if you know the channel Who Needs Meta, but this list was based off of a list that he originally created. Or Dave from Who Needs Meta. I eated it, and then I said I like decree in it because I like decrees in decks that want to do things.
That's a fair point. Okay, this is interesting. I suppose I'll add this one.
Okay.
I will normal this dinosaur.
Yeah, that is fine.
Okay. I will use my Black Rose Dragon.
Yeah, I don't think Chaining
And my
Wildfire does anything here. So I think it just resolves.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, no it doesn't. Because then Black Rose would resolve second and blow up the token, so. We'll take the L here for now, yeah. I think it makes sense.
Starlight Road. Nice. Alright, I think this is correct to do. There's only a couple cards in your deck that affect Valor hits. Only a couple.
Sure.
I'm summoning that in attack, not defense.
That's fine.
Yeah, basically a vanilla. Go ahead.
Hey, the big dino. That's fine. I'm gonna go main phase and we're shooting shots.
Yep.
I'll pay 500 and search another one.
Yep.
Alright, then I will I guess set a card? Pass? Sure.
You know what's not a combo? As bad as this deck is, a Olo should definitely be able to summon this gigantic synchro monster that has no effect. The fact that that doesn't work is silly.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Like, this is not like this deck is that good. I should definitely be able to summon my 2100 vanilla from my graveyard.
Well, that's Tarantulas, by the way.
Yeah.
Also,
Alright, go.
I mean, one thing that's cool about Velo is you can burn out your opponent's Tengus with it. Because it can crash.
Oh, yeah. It can summon itself.
Yeah.
That's kind of nifty.
Oh, I will pay 500 and search the other shell.
Yep. So your hand is double shell and a mystery card.
I'll pass.
Double shell mystery card. I guess it could be maybe Summoner Monk. That would be a bad card to have with double shell. Maybe MST, you don't want to set it because all I play is Decree. Maybe Dark Hole. Yeah, I guess that's probably one of those. So if that's the case, I guess I'll summon this guy.
Sure.
And bring out this guy.
Sure.
And try to attack.
I'll take it.
Okay. Alright. So, bribe Solemn MST. Maybe you would have judgmented that. Maybe. Alright, go ahead.
It's a shell pop. Set one and pass. Summon is fine. I guess we'll go for it.
I guess I'll chain Max C, because otherwise you're never going to special summon.
That is very true.
So you pay 500 for that. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
That's an attack mode, yeah? Just in case I quick play summon. You never know what I draw off Max C.
The quick play rekindling would be really cracked, you know?
Alright, go ahead.
Big plays. Alright, not bad. Standby main, we'll go battle. I'm gonna
What's it, 1,000? Yeah, 1,000.
I'll go main 2, set 1, and honestly, I'm gonna set another one and pass.
Alright, so we got Shell, a new set. The new set was a good draw. What's that, like Deep Prison or something? This may be MST. You don't play Mirror Force? Okay. Okay. We'll summon Guaiba.
Okay.
Deep prison.
Take 700. Why does it have to say just destroy a monster? It's so cracked.
No, that's why you play that in Macro Rabbit.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh. You've got some potential plays here.
I do. All right. This one.
It's a fish.
Shell. There. That makes sense. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, one top deck. That's all I need. All right, you know. Existence is pain, but does this do anything? I'm just trying to think, like, you
Did you
definitely...
draw your own Monster Reborn?
I wish it was Monster Reborn. It's actually way better than a Monster Reborn, because I am summoning it. The question is,
Sure.
do I want to attack? You just get something else? Is that... But I'm also wondering if you're, like, running out of things to get. I guess you still can get another Velo. Yeah, maybe there's more value. Yeah, we're gonna declare
Burn,
the
sure.
effect.
I accept.
Nice. 500 points closer to victory.
So hopefully that is just MST set. Attack for game.
Yeah, it's actually just a warning set.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I got in this awkward
wasn't a
position
chance-
where I had to choose to use this, but then I was like, oh, I'll save it for rekindling, so I did it, and then I was like, oh wait, I'm at 19. And then I was like, well,
Yeah.
that was kind of fucked, but either
Okay.
way, it didn't matter.
Because you had that above 2,000 life points, right?
Yeah, I did.
You could have worn it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So that's why I ruled out warning. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ah, this was what I needed. The rocket into the scatter shot. It was free. All right.
Do you have a third Blaze Accelerator in your deck?
No, but it adds
Oh,
from
this
grave.
gets from Grave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Valor anyway, but
Oh, okay. Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, it's okay. Game 2, I can bring it back. I believe. Go for it. All right. If I go first, I can't get Black Rose turn 2. So that's all that matters. Okay, this actually isn't that bad. Phase. I normal summon a volcanic rocket and activate the effect.
resolves.
I will add Blaze Accelerator to the hand.
Yeah, that bug card I was referring to literally just says when it's sent to the graveyard, gain 1,000 life. But it's level 4, so it doesn't synergize really with what that deck is usually trying to do.
Yeah.
So, Scattershot might be better. Maybe.
We found the
Loses to Dark
secret
Ruler no
tech.
more, though.
Modern Yu-Gi-Oh!
It loses to Dark Ruler,
viewers.
It loses to Dark Ruler, though. That's typically why people play gaining life instead of burn cards when it comes to time. Alright, so we're not just randomly activating Blaze Accelerator, huh? I see how it is. So you set 3. Judgment, Dark Bribe, Road, all in your deck. Cool. Guess I'll Fossil Dig in case...
Sure.
I guess you don't even have Thunder King in your side deck, so I guess it's not a big of a deal.
No, this deck cannot run Thunder King.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. Well, I sided it against you, so hopefully... I could have summoned another monster, but I'm using this because I also have Thunder King in my deck, so I could draw it
Yeah.
eventually. Huh. It's gonna be interesting. What to tutor? All these cards are so bad.
Hey, don't be shit talking Guaiba just because he can't make a.
No, Guaiba is the best card in the deck.
Yeah, true.
But
Also, the level 1 tuner is actually pretty good. I won't lie.
no, he's an alright card. He's pretty good. This deck needs a Lone Fire Blossom to combo with it, though,
Yeah, true.
which it definitely doesn't have. All right, I'll summon my favorite card in the deck. Warning.
That is fine.
Okay. Pass.
Interesting. And I'll draw for turn. So you probably have a shrink. I'm just gonna summon a second rocket. Activate the effect.
All good. So you have all the Blaze Accelerators in the world.
True. I'm gonna enter battle phase. I'll attack into the Guaiba.
Anything before damage step.
Nothing before damage step.
I will shrink your volcanic rocket in the damage step.
Alright, so we go down to 850, so I'll take...
It's 950.
Oh, my bad. 950, so
you take 750.
Oops, my bad.
And I will trigger my Guaiba's effect.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the safe one.
We'll attack into Guaiba again. Pray that you didn't have the double shrink back row.
Damage step. Solemn?
I think I have to, yeah. It's too punishing to not. Alright.
I accept.
Alright, I take... Oh, this is some math. Is it 3625? Is that right? Let's see if I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, well, we at least dealt with that thing. So, now I will end my turn.
So you have double Blaze Accelerator. Okay. Summon.
Summon is fine.
Go ahead.
Interesting. Alright. I will draw
Keep
for
MS team?
turn.
No? Okay.
We'll go standby. Main phase. Alright, I think I need to...
Summon is fine.
I'm going to activate the effect.
Yep, cost. Yep, resolves.
We'll special summon. No, this isn't the time for the sick combo. We'll just get another rocket and activate the effect.
Resolves.
I'll add back Blaze Accelerator. Alright, next I will activate Blaze Accelerator.
Resolves.
I will use Scatter Shot. Targeting and then use the other two to nuke your field.
Okay. And then I'll use Reborn Tengu, and I take, what, 15 out of all this?
Yep.
You can't attack this turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Then I'm going to overlay these two. And I'm gonna... Ooh. It's a tough choice, but I feel like this is just really good. If you use both of your or two damage step spells, I just feel like it's improbable. Yeah, I'll just pass.
Go.
Interesting. Draw for turn. Okay. We go standby main. I'm just gonna enter battle phase. 19 in.
I have another copy of Tipperborn Tengu.
Oh, my bad. I don't know if I want a 19 in on that. I think I'll just go main 2. And we'll
Fair.
set 2. And pass.
Just in case there's Dark Bribe left. We'll do that in phase.
Sure.
Fossil Dig.
Sure.
I'll get Valio. Summon Velo.
Sure.
Battle phase.
I will MST the degree.
I will still attack Roach.
I'll deprison.
Main 2. I think I need to do this.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Man, I'm trying all the tricks right now in this game.
I cited in the tour guide, so this is gonna make a sick rocket play next turn. Just say no.
Go ahead.
All right. Draw for turn. Okay. I think it's the combo time. I am going to normal Summoner Monk.
It's fine.
I'll activate the effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get myself a Volcanic Slicer.
Sure.
Activate the effect to burn you for 5. Alright. I'm gonna overlay these two. Make the Zenmeister. Activate the effect, detach to set my rocket.
Yep, you can flip-flop and get back accelerator.
Yeah. Beautiful. Now I will enter battle phase and attack.
I'm going to summon the next one in defense. Do you want to kill it?
Yes.
The last one also in defense. Do you want to kill it?
Yes. Alright. I will... I think that's really all there is to it. I'll just pass back to you. I forgot you put those back with the young Avarice. But at least we're out of Tengus.
Yeah.
The Roach feels...
I actually didn't have like a shrink or a lance, but I put the last Tengu in attack mode earlier to try and bluff it to keep it on the field to hopefully get the Avarice to resolve.
Yeah.
But yeah. I did draw Reborn, but it doesn't do anything right now.
No, I don't want the scoop. I was finally gonna resolve this card next
No, you
turn.
weren't.
Oh,
No, you
damn it! All right, hey, we get to game 3. I'm happy that we at least took it to game 3 because Volcanics are kind of sus, but they are cool when they do their stuff. So
Yeah, I was gonna crash the Velo to get another one, and then Pot of Avarice, and then go into like maybe my own Utopia. Like I was gonna Velo into Velo. That would put the Tengu's back or something like that. I was gonna that deep prison, like that MST interaction was kind of bad for me. Oh, sorry.
okay.
I was actually looking at the deck list as opposed to the duel, like the actual browser to duel. So that was why that was happening. Go.
Draw. Well, I'm gonna Blaze Accelerator.
Okay.
Activate the effect. Gonna pay 500.
On resolution, before that is able to be done.
It's not nice.
Oh, actually, I'm going to chain that. It says to activate and resolve this effect. So take your 500.
Oh, nice.
I think that's how that works, based on reading the card.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Right?
I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, it says to resolve, and it's not there to resolve, so that 500 will matter.
I guess we'll just set 2 cards and I'll pass.
All right, this...
Yeah. Figured that would happen.
Yeah.
Oh! Get the Guaiba back.
Take the beats.
Yeah.
Take that 17. We sense weakness. We're just going to go aggro. Guaiba beatdown. No rockets. No rockets.
Well...
Scattershot. Painful not to get the second pop.
It's gonna give some information, which I don't really want to do, but I think it's worth it here. So, normal summon.
No effect is fine. That resolves.
It's because I don't want to activate it, you know?
That's fair. I have no response to the attack.
Alright.
Alright, damage though.
It's also fine.
Alright.
So I'll take... It's down to 11, so I'll take 6.
Hmm. 52, huh? Check my deck. Alright, we'll be really conservative.
I will... And my turn.
You would have definitely Darkhold that main phase 2. So that's not a card. But I guess you have the Wildfire I have to worry about. So we'll do this.
And I do have that Wildfire, so I'm gonna do it.
Yep. Main 2. Alright, we're gonna main phase 2. Bring back this guy.
Sure. I'll draw. Well...
And this Velo card needs to resolve off of card effects, by the way. Another small oversight to make this deck more playable. So many things could be different. Velo could resolve off card effects, and Iola could revive anything.
Yeah. Oh, this feels so bad, but I have to do it. I have to Scattershot.
I accept.
I'll take 5, and then
Oh, do you have it in hand? There's no way. You're not sending the rest?
I don't think I can, because... since
Well, it says from your hand or deck.
Yeah, but since like Blaze Exciter pops, right?
Oh,
you know what I'm
there's
saying?
nothing to kill.
Yeah, there's nothing to kill, so I can't activate it.
So I take 500 though. Still,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I accept.
And then I switch my token to defense, and I'll pass turn.
All right.
No, that's a really good card to draw.
Oh, I had that one. Don't fret. That one we had.
Dang,
I guess I fuel future rekindlings. I guess there's no reason not to do it this way.
Yeah.
I will attack.
Sure.
Go.
Draw. Huh.
Hopefully it's just Royal Firestorm Guards, whatever he's called. Ah, I see. I don't feel as safe anymore. That's disheartening.
Yeah, then I'm gonna set 1 and pass.
Man, why so hateful of my Royal Decree?
Well, because now I gotta play the game. And playing the game is pretty good.
No, no. who needs to do that? Okay. So you were just holding a trap this whole time and drew MST. Makes sense. This must be a counter trap. That would make more sense. Because if that was torrential, you could just blow me out of the world by using MST chain with torrential. It's more likely to be warning or judgment. Doesn't have to be, but that is, I'd say, more likely. So maybe I attack and then warning, and attack into deep prison, and then you get the warning here. Yeah. Okay. Prison this one? No. No prisons. So what traps could you have here that are important? I guess it could be judgment. Maybe it is just a torrential still. Kind of confused me by MSTing early. Yeah, like realistically, what can you do to this field that I care about? Not too much, I guess. So I'll pass.
Oh, all right.
Step 1 is draw a rocket.
How do I do this? Is there any way to survive? This would actually be such a nutty top deck if... Yeah, I think it's probably... Yeah, it's just doomed no matter what way I look at it. I ripped the scatter shot. My back row was warning judgment, and the only thing I could think is if I MST early, I could bluff a mirror force or something, right? And that like prevent you from swinging for a bunch of damage, because I just needed to stall till I drew something. But yeah, off the top.
For what it is worth, I did not think you could beat like a rekindling for 3 right now.
Yeah.
So I felt like if you got to deal with Guaiba and Velo, I just normal summon Dino next turn. That might elicit a response, and then I just go over the top with Rekindling. So
yeah,
I felt pretty safe with these 3 cards.
I
thought about being more aggressive, but it didn't seem super necessary. Like if this was warning, I wanted to get you below 2,000, and then if this was just torrential that's been sitting there for a while, and the MST torrential thing, maybe you're trying to get me off of that read. That if this was deep prison, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the one thing that I'm sad is we didn't get to see the Rekindling play at all. Because the cool...
So I actually just had it right now, but I didn't want to push double. Like I didn't want to lose a game where I didn't feel like you could beat what was on my board.
Yeah.
Where I had double follow-up, because you can't really beat both. Like if you just torrential me next turn, or dark hole me, I can just normal summon Dino. You have to respond with torrential there, and then I can just Rekindling over the top. And had you drawn warning, it wouldn't have mattered. You would have had to have like draw dark hole and have torrential solemn, and even then I would have DD Crow versus nothing on your side. So I was just holding Rekindling as like a break glass in case of emergency. But yeah. Rekindling can get these guys back, and then that gets me anything in my graveyard.
Yeah, so it can like create so many different like plays, like where you change like the levels of the monsters on the board. Like you can set up like free easy Trish plays. You can set up like level 7 synchros into that vanilla Dino you summoned in game 1. Which actually late game, that card is kind of scary. Like I think I've actually summoned that when it had like full Jurracs engraved, and it was at an absurdly high attack. It was like almost 4,000. So it can get kind of big. But yeah, that's like the coolest thing this deck can do, and unfortunately we just didn't get to see it. But that also is kind of what happens with Volcanics, because you really simplify the game state by blowing up a lot of monsters. Issue is you kind of need to see things in proper order, otherwise you just kind of hate your life.
Yep. For sure.
But all right, I think that would be the end of this one. All right, guys, that is gonna wrap it up for this episode of Tournament of Tournaments. As always, we release new episodes of this series every single Friday, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you can tune into those. Outside of that, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you guys have a great time dueling today.